Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Psalm 30. We're going to discover some penetrating insights into what it takes for us to be able to enter into worship, genuine worship today. So when David was making preparations for building the temple, he wrote this song intending it to be sung at the temple's dedication. The title literally reads, "A Song of Dedication for the House." Who's in the house? Are you in the house? It's an interesting song because it spends much of its time in regret and sadness and reflection over the results of a census that David had ordered. David was feeling on top of the world, but pride entered his heart and Satan incited him to take a census, measuring the strength of his army, raising taxes, and God wasn't happy about it and sent the prophet Gad to wake David up and offer him a choice between 3 punishments. How would you like that? 3 years of famine, 3 months of fleeing from an invader, or 3 days of plague from the angel of the Lord. David chose to fall into the hands of the Lord. So the angel spread a plague throughout the land. Now, when the angel reached the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite, God said, "Enough," and instructed David to build an altar on the site. And so David negotiated to purchase the property and the oxen for the offering. And Ornan wanted to donate it to David, but David refused. David said, "I won't offer to God that which costs me nothing." There's a cost to worship. True worship costs time and effort and money. Real worship is done with all your heart and mind and body. Lifting hands and dancing before the Lord and running before the Lord and singing with all your heart and making a joyful noise even when you're feeling miserable. Waving banners and getting to church early. And participation, it's a cost. Being part of a worship team, it's a cost. If you aren't giving something, your strength, your heart, your voice, your offerings, I doubt you really understand the nature of worship. It costs something. If you just give what's left over, the small change jangling around in your pocket, that's not worship. Worship costs. It cost Jesus everything. I know I'm exposing you. The house was built on the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. The threshing floor. The house of God is where our chaff is exposed and blown away by the wind of the Spirit. The empty shell of our existence is removed to reveal the true essence. That happens on the threshing floor. That's where the destroying angel was stopped. Thus far and no further. Every church is an altar that says, "Thus far and no further." Whenever we gather together, we're saying to the devil, "That's enough." Every church raises up a banner and says, "This land and these people belong to God." All of that is woven into this song. And so verse 6 says this, "When I felt secure, I said, I will never be shaken." Isn't that how we are when everything is going well? Especially when we're young and free, we feel impervious. We feel like Superman. But life has a way of bringing us back down to earth and making us realize our dependence upon God. God lets me know I'm not Superman. It lets me know that I'm Clark Kent. Things got so bad that David had to call out to God for help until God healed him and healed the land. And verse 4 and 5 says this, "Sing to the Lord, you saints, for his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may endure for a night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." Verses 11 and 12 says, You turned my mourning into dancing, and you turned my sorrows into joy, that my heart may sing to you. If you know that in the morning God is going to turn everything around, you might as well get your dancing shoes on now. So by the time the sun rises, everyone will see that you had faith to worship God when it was really costing you something. Everybody can worship when things are going well, but when you pay the price and worship during the tough times, worship becomes an activator. It activates heaven to move earth on your behalf and turn your situation around. So you can say, "You turned my mourning into dancing. You turned all my sorrows into joy, that my heart may sing to you." God bless you. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. It's time to go to church. If you don't have any church to go to, we want to invite you to come along to the Arts Centre at Port Noarlunga, where we're planning this church for the glory of God, a place where we are saying to the devil, "Thus far and no further, this land and these people belong to God." And we'll see you there at 10 o'clock. God bless you. Have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.